Imagine walking down a dimly lit tunnel. The walls close in, and the air feels thick with history, with mystery, and with something else, something darker. You hear your own footsteps echoing through the passage, but then, suddenly, another sound. A whisper. A shuffle. But you are alone. Or so you thought. Welcome to the Grim Tapes. Today, we are descending into one of the most terrifying and fascinating places on Earth, the haunted catacombs of Paris. A world hidden right beneath the bustling streets of one of the most famous cities on the planet. A labyrinth of death, legends, and hauntings that has captured imaginations for centuries. What you are about to hear is not just history. It is a chilling exploration of the unknown. A journey into darkness where the line between myth and reality blurs, and where thousands upon thousands of souls still linger, long after their bodies turn to dust. Let's begin. The origins of the catacombs. To understand why the catacombs even exist, we must first go back in time, to the Paris of the late 18th century. By then, Paris was a thriving metropolis, but with growth came challenges, and one of the biggest was death. Cemeteries were overflowing. Bodies were being buried on top of bodies. The famous Cemetery of the Innocents, in particular, had become so saturated that corpses began to push up through the soil, spreading disease and causing an unbearable stench throughout the city. The government had to act. In a desperate move, they decided to relocate the remains from these crowded cemeteries into the underground quarries that stretched beneath the city. These quarries, originally carved out for limestone used to build Paris itself, became the new home for the dead. Over the course of several years, an estimated 6 million bodies were exhumed and moved into these tunnels. The catacombs were officially consecrated in 1786. But from the moment the first bones were stacked along the walls, the catacombs began to gather not just the dead, but the restless. The structure and layout, a labyrinth of death. The catacombs are far more than just a few dark hallways. They are a sprawling, tangled network of tunnels stretching hundreds of miles beneath Paris. And yet, only a small portion is open to the public today. The rest? Forbidden. Dangerous. Mysterious. The tunnels are said to be so confusing that even experienced explorers can become hopelessly lost. There are no lights. The walls are narrow. The ceilings low. The air, damp and heavy. Graffiti from centuries ago still covers the stones. Bones are stacked with almost artistic precision. Skulls and femurs arranged into grim patterns, silent witnesses to a macabre history. But the catacombs are not just a tomb. They are a living, breathing entity. Strange sounds are often reported deep within, whispers, footsteps, cries. Some say the catacombs are alive with the energy of the millions who rest there, and of those who never found peace. The paranormal stories, ghosts of the catacombs. Many visitors, even those who only explore the official public section, report strange phenomena. Cold spots. Feelings of being watched. Unexplainable touches. Some say they hear voices calling their names, even when they are alone. There are even tales of ghostly apparitions, shadowy figures glimpsed out of the corner of the eye, only to vanish when looked at directly. One of the most famous stories is that of Philibert Espert, a man who became lost in the catacombs in the early 1800s. Philibert was a doorkeeper at a local hospital. One night, he entered the catacombs with only a single lantern. He never came out. His body was found years later, mere feet from an exit. To this day, many say his spirit still wanders the tunnels, forever searching for a way out. The forbidden zones and cataphiles. Beyond the official tourist path lie the forbidden zones, known as the off-limits catacombs. These areas are illegal to enter, but that has not stopped a subculture of explorers called Cataphiles from venturing inside. Cataphiles map the tunnels. They hold secret parties. They create art installations deep underground. And sometimes, they disappear. The Cataphiles speak of entire sections of the catacombs where compasses fail, where strange figures lurk, and where the tunnels seem to change, as if leading explorers deeper and deeper, until they are lost forever. There are even urban legends of a secret society that lives beneath Paris, performing rituals in the deepest chambers of the catacombs. Strange discoveries and unexplained events. Over the years, strange things have been found in the forbidden sections of the catacombs. Graffiti from the French Revolution. Forgotten relics. Even a fully equipped movie theater, complete with a projector and seats, discovered deep underground in 2004. Authorities also found a secret bar, fully stocked with alcohol. But even more chilling are the reports of human remains found arranged in strange patterns, long after the catacombs were officially closed to new burials. And then, there is the mystery of the found footage. In the early 1990s, a video camera was discovered in the forbidden sections. The footage showed a man wandering the catacombs alone, becoming increasingly panicked, dropping his camera and fleeing into the darkness. The man was never identified. His fate remains unknown. Theories about the paranormal activity. Why are the catacombs so haunted? Some believe it is simply the residual energy of so many deaths. Others suggest the catacombs are a thin place, a location where the veil between the living and the dead is unusually weak. There are even theories that the tunnels are a gateway to another dimension. The arrangement of the bones, the darkness, the maze-like structure, all could create an environment that feeds supernatural forces. Legends and haunting tales from the catacombs. The catacombs have inspired a multitude of ghost stories over the centuries, each one more chilling than the last. Some explorers have reported hearing the voices of children singing nursery rhymes deep in the tunnels, even when no children are present. Others have claimed to see a woman in white, drifting silently through the passageways. She is often described as wearing a tattered gown, her face hidden by a veil. Some believe she was a victim of the plagues that ravaged Paris, buried hastily and without ceremony. Another unsettling story tells of a section of the catacombs known as the Gates of Hell. Explorers who dare to venture there sometimes report strange, glowing lights and overwhelming feelings of dread. Some claim they have seen doorways that appear to lead into endless darkness, beckoning them forward. Those who approach too closely often report missing time, minutes or even hours disappearing without explanation. Then, there are the tales of invisible hands pulling at clothing, whispering voices offering cryptic warnings, and sudden, inexplicable feelings of being paralyzed with fear. Could these be the restless spirits of the millions interred within these walls? Or is there something even older, something far more ancient, stirring in the dark? If you found today's exploration as chilling and fascinating as we did, please remember to give this video a like. Subscribe to the Grim Tapes for more eerie stories, unsettling histories, and true accounts of the unexplained. Until next time. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next deep dive into the unknown.